Rodney Alcala, a former Army man, graduated from the UCLA School of Fine Arts in 1968. However, his artistic pursuits masked a dark and menacing side. In July of the same year, Alcala preyed on 16-year-old Morgan Rowan, luring her to his apartment under false pretenses and viciously attacking her. Fortunately, friends intervened and saved her from further harm. Undeterred, Alcala's reign of terror continued in September 1968, when he lured 8-year-old Tally Shapiro into his apartment by claiming to know her parents. The authorities arrived just in time to find Tally brutally beaten with a steel bar, and Alcala managed to escape, leaving the young girl in a coma for over a month. Fleeing to New York, Alcala assumed the alias John Berger and enrolled in NYU's film school in a desperate attempt to evade capture. There, he secured employment at an arts camp for children, unknowingly working alongside another notorious serial killer, Richard Cottingham. Astonishingly, there is no evidence to suggest they were aware of each other's dark deeds. In 1971, Alcala committed a heinous crime when he murdered 23-year-old TWA flight attendant Cornelia Crilly in her New York City apartment. Strangling her with her own nylon stockings, he left her lifeless body in a chilling display of violence. Despite remaining unsolved for decades, the truth about her murder finally came to light in 2011. Recognizing the severity of Alcala's crimes, the FBI placed him on their infamous 10 Most Wanted Fugitives list in early 1971. A few months later, children from the arts camp, where Alcala worked, recognized his photo on an FBI poster, leading to his arrest and extradition back to California. Due to the witnesses' refusal to testify, he received only a 3-year sentence and was paroled after serving just 17 months. However, Alcala's release proved temporary as he was rearrested in 1974 for assaulting 13-year-old Julie J. After serving 2 years behind bars, he was once again paroled in 1976. In a baffling decision, Alcala's parole officer allowed him to travel to New York City after his release, and it is strongly believed that he claimed another victim there. Ellen Jane Hover, a 23-year-old aspiring pianist, vanished in July 1977. Her lifeless body was later discovered buried beneath heavy rocks on a hillside overlooking the Hudson Bay. Her datebook revealed an appointment with a person named John Berger on the very same day she disappeared. Tragedy struck again in November 1977 when 18-year-old Jill Terry Barkham fell victim to Alcala's depravity in Los Angeles, California. Her lifeless body was found on a dirt path near Mulholland Drive, bearing the marks of a violent assault and 3 haunting bite marks etched onto her chest. Less than a month later, on December 16, 1977, the lifeless body of 27-year-old nurse Georgia Marie Wickstead was discovered in her Malibu, California apartment. She had endured a horrific assault, with her skull brutally crushed by a nearby hammer. In 1978, Alcala found employment at the Los Angeles Times as a typesetter. During this time, he was interviewed by the task force investigating the Hillside Strangler, but was ultimately ruled out as a suspect. However, his troubles were far from over as he was arrested and served a brief sentence for possession of marijuana. In a twisted turn of events, Alcala appeared as a contestant on the popular game show, The Dating Game, in 1978.
The Dating Game is back, and it's more explosive than ever. Take a look.
Jim Blair! Hey! Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And welcome to the Dating Game. And we'll get right underway. It's time to meet our first 3 eligible bachelors for game number 1. And here they are. Good luck, gentlemen. Well, let's see. Bachelor number 1 is a successful photographer who got his start when his father found him in the dark room at the age of 13, fully developed. Between takes, he might find him skydiving or motorcycling. Please welcome Rodney Alcala. Rod, welcome. And it's time to meet our young lady for game number 1, and here she is. Here is a young lady with a wealth of experience. She once earned a living massaging feet, but she quit when her boss suggested that she work her way up. Then she taught school in Phoenix, Arizona, and now she's here to educate our 3 bachelors in the art of amour. Welcome, if you will, sensational Cheryl Bradshaw. Hello, Cheryl. Don't sit down yet. Just a minute. Want to make sure everything is straight. You relaxed? You feel okay? All right. You know there are 3 bachelors over there. There'll be 1, 2, and 3. Ask them anything you like to find out more about them, except their name, age, occupation, or income, okay? And we're going to start by having them say hello to you and see how they sound. Number 1, would you say hello to Cheryl, please?
We're going to have a great time together, Cheryl.
Okay. And here we go.
Bachelor number 1.
Yes.
What's your best time?
The best time is at night, nighttime,
Why do you say that?
because that's the only time there is.
The only time? What's wrong with morning, afternoon?
Well, they're okay, but nighttime's when it really gets good.
Despite his charming facade, fellow contestants found him eerie and peculiar. He won the competition, but the bachelorette, Cheryl Bradshaw, refused to go out with him, unknowingly escaping the clutches of a serial killer. Tragically, Alcala's spree continued in 1979. On June 24th, he assaulted 15-year-old hitchhiker Monique Hoyt in California. Fortunately, Monique bravely escaped when Alcala went into a gas station bathroom, leading to his apprehension. Astonishingly, his mother's intervention secured his release on bail. On June 13, 1979, Jill Marie Parenteau, a 21-year-old computer key punch operator, was found dead in her Burbank apartment. She had been viciously assaulted, beaten, and strangled. Just a week later, on June 20th, 1979, 12-year-old Robin Samso from Huntington Beach went missing while riding her bicycle to a ballet class. Her decomposing body was found 12 days later in the foothills, having suffered a similar fate to Alcala's other victims. With mounting evidence, including DNA found at 2 of the murder scenes, Alcala's reign of terror began to crumble, and cold cases resurfaced, revealing the deaths of Jill Barkham, Georgia Wickstead, and Charlotte Lamb. In March 2010, Alcala acted as his own attorney during his trial and was sentenced to death. On July 24, 2021, the Grim Reaper took possession of his dark soul. However, the possibility of undiscovered cold cases linked to his dark legacy looms. As we conclude this chilling journey, it's crucial to remember the importance of curiosity and continued vigilance. Stay aware, stay informed, and keep listening.
Hi, this is Jackie Gabbs. Thank you for watching Haunting Murders. My next episode is going to be on another unsolved murder case. Maybe you and I can solve it together. Until next time, stay curious and keep listening. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and like. See you later.